Barack Obama, the former president, leads a busy life. Obama's life beyond the White House has been busy and extremely successful, with speaking engagements across the globe, publishing a memoir, and inking a huge production deal with Netflix. The six-figure pension that all former presidents receive and Obama's endeavors have greatly increased his projected net worth of $40 million. According to Forbes, Obama earned $20 million in total from his presidential salary, book royalties, and investments between the time he entered the U.S. Senate in 2005 and the end of his administration. We can only anticipate that he will make many millions more given the amount of projects he has taken on in just his first year following the presidency. See how Obama uses his wealth for charity endeavors, beach vacations, and long-term investments in his kids' education. Even when they are not giving virtual commencement speeches, the Obamas lead a busy marriage. The Obamas' post-White House existence has been busy and extremely profitable, involving everything from writing autobiographies to striking a huge production deal with Netflix to speaking at all events all over the world. Michelle Obama's autobiography, Becoming, was released in November 2018 and quickly shot to the top bestseller list for the year. During his 8 years as president, Obama made $400,000 annually. As a former president, he receives an annual pension of roughly $200,000. The Obama's wealth was primarily derived from their literary works. According to Forbes, which cited tax filings and financial records, Obama received $15.6 million in advances and royalties from 2005 to 2016 for his books. The Audacity of Hope and Of Thee I Sing a Letter to My Daughters, as well as royalties for Dreams from My Father. However, Barack's successful writing career is far from over. He and Michelle agreed to book deals in 2017 that were at least sold $60 million. Becoming, Michelle's autobiography, was released in November 2018. It had sold around 10 million copies as of March 2019. Along with selling 25 book-related products, she has also sold $20 mugs and $35 candles. The Obamas have ventured into media beyond books. In 2018, the New York Post reported they inked a $50 million production agreement with Netflix. This includes the documentary Becoming, which runs alongside Michelle's autobiography. Published date May 6, 2020. Obama has received up to $400,000 for public speaking engagements after leaving office. According to reports, he received $800,000 for 2 speeches to Carlyle Group and Northern Trust in 2017 and at least $1.2 million for 3 speeches to Wall Street firms. Additionally, Michelle supposedly earned $25,000 each time she speaks. Her 2018 book tour stopped at New York's Barclays Center, where tickets ranged from $307 to $4,070. When everything is taken into account, American University calculated that Obamas may make $42.5 million in their post-presidential lifetime. This is how they have used their wealth thus far. When it comes to investing, the Obamas have a long-term perspective. Obama purchased Broad Direction's age-based growth plans in 2007 for Malia and Sasha's college expenses. Each plan was valued between $50,000 and $100,000. While Sasha began at the University of Michigan in the fall of 2019, Malia began her studies at Harvard in the fall of 2017. The Obamas invested in real estate as well. After leaving the White House, they needed a new home to live in, so they rented an 8,200 square foot estate in Washington, D.C. before purchasing it for $8.1 million. It was purportedly the second most expensive house in the neighborhood at the time of acquisition, just behind Jeff Bezos' converted textile museum intervention. The Obamas still own their home in Chicago's Hyde Park neighborhood, which they purchased for $1.65 million in 2005, in addition to their apartment in Washington, D.C. They mortgaged the house for $1.3 million. It is worth $2.5 million. The Obamas allegedly paid $11.75 million in late 2019 for a 6,892 square foot home on Martha's Vineyard. It is situated on about 30 acres with a view of Edgarton Town, Great Pound, according to a story published in the Vineyard Gazette. With departing the White House, the Obamas have also celebrated a number of holidays. After traveling through Southern California, they finally arrived at Necker Island, where Obama and Richard Branson were spotted kite surfing. Obama also traveled to his native Hawaii and French Polynesian island of Tetiaroa, where he stayed at the opulent Brando Resort. The cost of a one-bedroom villa there for one night can range from $3,034 to $4,318. The Obamas have also been photographed at wine tasting in Tuscany, river rafting in Indonesia, and an American business mogul, David Geffen's boat alongside Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, and Bruce Springsteen. Though it's difficult to determine how much of Obama's own money they spent on these holidays. The General Services Administration is mandated to give a former president adequate money to cover travel and business expenses. We are aware that the perks and benefits package for the president doesn't include the outfit. As the First Lady, Michelle has worn high-end designer clothing to formal occasions, such as dresses by Naeem Khan, and a Versace gown reported to be about $12,000, but she is also well known for her approachable, everyday wardrobe. She frequently appears in J. Crew, Target, and Converse, among other budget-friendly labels. She and Barack always make time for date night, so of course she needs the ideal attire. The pair was once seen going to a Jay-Z and Beyoncé performance. Their vacations are the only extravagant times in their lives. The former president's chief of staff told People magazine in 2017 that Michelle prefers to bring her lunch, such as turkey chili, rather than go out to dine. She also frequently attends Soul Cycle, which charges $36 for a class or $900 for 30. The Obamas also make large charitable contributions. According to Forbes, they donated $1.1 million to charities between 2009 and 2015. They gave to organizations that supported African American issues, veterans, disaster assistance, homelessness, and health throughout that time. Over 50% of the donations were made to child-focused organizations. Obama gave all of the post-tax proceeds from his children's book, Of Thee I Sing, to charities that support the families of fallen and injured service members. Between 2009 and 2015, a total of $392,000 was donated. According to Time, which cited tax documents, the Obamas gave more than $64,000, roughly 15% of their income, to 34 charities in 2015, the penultimate year of Obama's presidency. Not included in this is Obama's largest donation to date, which totaled $1.4 million and was given to numerous charities upon his 2009 Nobel Peace Prize victory. Obama made a number of moves that suggested a dramatic change in tone in an attempt to repair the United States' reputation abroad, which many felt had suffered greatly under the Bush administration. In June 2009, he traveled to Cairo to deliver a historic speech in which he reached out to the Muslim world. He also signed an executive order that outlawed the use of excessive interrogation techniques, ordered the closure of the controversial military detention facility in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, within a year, a deadline that was not met, and proposed a fresh start to strained relations with Russia. Obama's efforts were largely responsible for his 2009 Nobel Peace Prize win. However, several left-wing critics contended that he had in fact taken over and intensified the majority of his predecessor's military and national security policies. In fact, Obama declared that evil does exist in the world and that there will be times when nations acting individually or in concert will find the use of force not only necessary but morally justified, as he won the Nobel Prize in December. Despite his stern words, Obama was condemned by some for only mildly denouncing the Iranian government's crackdown on dissidents who supported democracy after a disputed 2009 election. Obama started to become considerably more involved in American politics in 2020. He specifically criticized Trump for his handling of two crises that had rocked the nation: the coronavirus pandemic, which by August had claimed over 160,000 lives in the US and destroyed the economy, and the African-American citizen George Floyd's death at the hands of a Minneapolis officer, which sparked protracted nationwide protests that reflected the festering anger at the ongoing epidemic of racism and police brutality toward African Americans. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and ringing the notification bell so you never miss future content from us. Your support means the world to us.